Right, GM Monkeys, happy Friday, and most importantly, happy Good Friday. Hope you guys are very, very excited to wind down your long week. And for the many of us, this week has been especially long, and for obvious reasons. And I don't think we need to elaborate any further. All in all, this is definitely one of those times where it should not be considered normal at all, but well, honestly, having seen so many different incidents, I think some of us may be relatively numb, but still, let's hope for better days ahead. I hope, everyone who understands what I'm referencing to, you are managing it fine in your own stride as well, and we can all hope for better days ahead. All right. So all in all, nevertheless, Fridays means hanging out with fellow monkeys day, and we are right here at our Monkey Town Hall for friends who just joined us. For the very first few time, this is our Monkey Weekly Town Hall where we get together with our fellow monkeys to run through some of the latest updates around MonkeDAO, and most importantly, welcome new monkeys to the family. So if you are new and you just joined us for the first couple of or the first few times or so and have not yet had the opportunity to come by and say hi, there will be a special segment reserved for you. And we would love to invite you to come up and join us later on. All right. Feel free to just tag us so that we know who you are, and we can invite you up the stage later. All right. So yeah, indeed, mentally exhausted after the week, and Aki calls me a nerd alert. How dare you? All right, let's go. Move on. That's time to mute Aki and maybe kick him out of the town hall. All right, let's start with this week's dad jokes. So, honoring Good Friday, why did the monkey go to church on Good Friday? Okay, I know sometimes we say, hey, if you get this, we'll give you bananas, and sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But this one, I promise you, you will absolutely get it. We will almost instantly credit you your banana. Bipsy has the, admin config, so she'll make sure that you get the bananas. Why did the monkey go to church on Good Friday? Now, this is something that you may absolutely hate me when I tell you the answer, but it is related to the industry, and it is something that is edgy and related to maybe a bit of crypto. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of minutes, well, not minutes, a couple more seconds to give it a shot, because he was bad. Well, it depends on how you interpret. Now, the answer that I will give, will be quite dynamic. And so, if you interpret it as because he was bad, it could be the case, but that's not the primary answer. To pray for DeFi security is very relevant. Joseph's answer of he's been drifting, and then I see DeFi security. Get these two men out of the room right now. Get these two men out of the room right now. Okay, jokes aside. Why did the monkey go to church on Good Friday? Because he wanted some cross-chain activity. That was the right answer. That is the right answer because he wanted some cross-chain activity. All right. Apologies. Forgive me for being absolutely, the lamest of the lamest here. Twitchy is going to be absolutely pissed off. All right. Let's move on and pretend like we didn't hear anything at all. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Cross-chain on Solana. Yes, indeed. Rabbi's. Rabbizy, unfortunately. It's time to talk about cross-chain because you know what? We just got drifted. All right, jokes aside, let's go. Newsletter. I'm not allowed to talk back because these sessions are recorded, and I know that Simon is quietly observing, and he's probably going to pull a little bit of a hammer on us at some point. All right, newsletter. This is the Banana Split 216 edition, 2nd of April 2026, because this is business. We absolutely love monkeys getting together, and this is our fellow monkeys who got together in Taiwan. Shout out to Briggs for doing quite literally the monkey lord's work for bringing our fellow monkeys together. Today, we have close to 30 different local chapters, and I'm absolutely not embarrassed to tell you guys that today, Bipsy also just pushed out the announcement to be drafted, to be shared among the local ambassadors to prepare themselves for Banana Stand. We will be using Banana Stand to onboard every single one of you in the room and individuals members who are not in the room as well. it will only get easier for you to get yourself organized and meet fellow monkeys. We say this proudly and will continue to proclaim it until the very last breath. MonkeDAO will be the premier Web3 country club. If you haven't already experienced it, we will make your experience an absolutely pleasant one for you to meet all the people that you want to meet and get to know all the individuals that you want to meet. And with that, MonkeDAO newsletter this week features the Taiwan chapter, and they are, as a shout out that they deserve, they are one of the most active chapter. Almost every single schedule, they will always be there, and they will always come together. And more often than not, what continues to really impress us is, the fact that they are able to bring over 10 monkeys, 15 monkeys, 20 monkeys together every single session. So yeah, more, definitely Monkey Thailand is an option. Of course, feel free to speak to Bipsy around, the sort of setup parameters on what qualifies for I would say, a local chapters. There are certain parameters. Of course, today we have reached a point whereby we are pretty proud of the 30 chapters that we have, and we are continuing to mostly grow the existing initiatives, but where opportunities present, we're happy to look at growing these new chapters as well. All right, Town Hall TLDR, this is the quickest way and not the dirtiest way for you to get, all the updates that you need to know around, MonkeDAO. MonkeDAO Town Hall TLDL. All right. So if you are available, we highly encourage you to come by and join us every. Oh, I think the date may. Okay. So feel free to go check it out. I think maybe the date is not the most updated, but this should be accurate. March 27. It is correct. Just the header is wrong. Yes. If you know 55555, then you tie. THZZ, it really concerns me that you actually know what 5555 is, because it implies a lot more. And I'm sure Mo and Mr. Matt, who both lives in Bangkok, will be able to explain why. Mo, for the sake of everybody, you may want to explain why 555. I do not want to explain that, but usually if you are involved in certain activities, which presumably involve a little bit more fun aspects, you interact with the number, and that number is not just a pure number. 555, yes. All right, so I keep getting distracted, but if you are available, the best way to get quickly updated around anything MonkeDAO is truly to join the weekly town hall, where you get to find some of these like familiar faces. All your JPEG monkeys come to life. This bunch of like 40 of us who are absolutely crazy. We don't have day jobs. We just get together and hang out with our fellow monkeys online. This is just crazy. And I think MonkeDAO is one of the most magical places you can experience this level of craziness. So continue being crazy. Come by and join us every Friday at 12 p.m. EST. It does help to make, sometimes a relatively long week a little bit better. 420, yes. Now, I just want to put a general reminder. Briggs literally said, I'm gonna put you guys on loudspeaker in the shower. Okay. Have fun showering. That's all that I will say. But here's a gentle reminder that every single session of Town Hall is also recorded. So you are able to enjoy Town Hall at your own session, at your own pace, but attending it does give you attendance clock and you get your own bananas. All right. So announcements, in case if you miss, this section features Banano, and because I have a section that tells you a little bit more about Banano specifically, I won't spend too much time here. So you can come back here later on as well. We continue to move on. Demo Day Peach. This is a reminder to let you know that as we have shared previously as well, the demo day pitch is happening in Miami Accelerate. Later on, Moon will come up on the stage to share with us a little bit more around this. So stay tuned for that, most importantly. All right. Announcements, all monkey business, one calendar. I love this hater. Banano and I are eloping. I am so glad that Banano is not here, because he will be so polluted if, let's say, we brought him here. Okay, jokes aside, MonkeDAO Global, we are excited to share that we have now integrated the RL and virtual events all in one MonkeDAO Global calendar. And if you don't have the MonkeDAO Global calendar yet, Bipsy just dropped it in the Town Hall Tech Chat thread. This is quite PPP. 555 is not PPP. Okay. So as I was saying, BC has helped us put together all the events that you need to know, both digital, both IRL, in the MonkeDAO Global Calendar. So please follow us if you have a Luma, be it your, Web3 or your Web2 Luma account. It really doesn't matter because we don't screen, we don't keep a record of like who follows us or not. We are just happy if you are aware of the things that we're doing. That is most important. All right. 555 indeed. Yes, you blame Jeremy almost every time, every single time. All right. That is life. All right. So if you haven't already followed it, please do so that we can, keep you in the loop on anything that's happening in a very timely fashion. All right. So the last five edition, we have all had the opportunity to get to meet the team on the board level. We met Simon, we met Benny, we met Gareth, we met CWH, we also met Angel. All right. So this time around, we are sort of rotating it a little bit. We are featuring our Italian creative with the background in design and fashion, who is also now our marketing exec, I would say spearheading every single thing related to marketing and creatives. And Maudo wants to share a little bit of a background. Over time, she found her strategic vision balance around like storytelling, focusing on building strong identities, turning ideas into tangible projects. And so, her experience spans across Web3 quite deeply, including with one of the very, very active meme coin committee that you are aware of, and, also very deeply weaved into the DNA of MonkeDAO. And we are really, really proud of that as well. She actually started, getting involved in MonkeDAO in 2022, and I believe she actually bought her first monkey with Cersei. And I think they kind of shared that experience IRL as well, which was really, really nice to see and nice to hear, and something really lovely to remember. Aki, please don't pull that string. Please don't pull that string, all right? Just kidding. But she did share in the newsletter that she was attracted to the contagious enthusiasm of an OG member, and the individual was right. She started by observing MonkeDAO from a distance and gradually got involved through RL events, studying NFT, NYC, and whatnot. But truly, the energy, the inclusivity immediately stood out. Builders, creatives, founders, investors all united by one shared vision. MonkeDAO quickly became a second family of us. So today, what her role is. She loves pineapple pizza indeed. But she also, aside from loving pineapple pizza, she also focused on developing comms, marketing strategies, campaigns, coordinating events. She also supports charity initiatives like Buddies of Our Paws, which is part of the Bong ecosystem. And together with the entire sort of team and the community's help, of course, she helped us develop projects, campaigns, etc., that aims to have a real impact, the bond between brands and community. All right. So what she really loved about MonkeDAO is the sense of belonging. Is really the DAO, the collective, the community, the global network where people genuinely support each other. The one thing that you when you meet someone and that that individual is from MonkeDAO, you immediately click. There's one commonality that we all share, even though we all come from very different walks of life. For example, some of us like 555, some of us like 666, some of us like 67. All right, so we truly believe in MonkeDAO's potential and in the work already done. And she's grateful to be part of such a talented and inspiring team. Keep building and supporting one another. The consistency of this committee is what creates value over time and what makes MonkeDAO special. Always believe in yourself, and in even what seems impossible can become reality if you keep showing up. All right, so moving on to the next page of the newsletter is the RL events that we always share. This is truly the best way to experience the Solana culture, the MonkeDAO culture. Of course, the MonkeDAO culture a little bit more important. 69, yes, two shout out for 69, and Maldo is very excited to have been able to share this moment with you guys. So yes, Monkey RL events is a very should I say an integral part of your MonkeDAO experience. As much as you may spend a lot of time, all monkeys love pineapple pizza, and we seem to have pissed a monkey off. So even though you may spend a lot of time in Discord, we always encourage you to go out there, and when you meet fellow monkeys RL, you'll get to truly experience what we have been preaching about of being the premier Web3 country club. All right. So go and check it out. There's a long list of events there, happening all around the world. The Pod, Supercard, Miami Grand Prix, Solana Consumer Day, Solana Salary USA, Solana Summit Germany, Startup Village, Deepin Day Miami, Founders Day, Founders Yoga Club, Solana Summit in Belgrade, and last but not least, our Solana Breakpoint. All right, so Monkeys on Twitter is our favorite section, truly, because through the section itself we get to really get to see a overview of new monkeys that we're welcoming to the family, individuals that just joined us, individuals who had the MonkeDAO experience, or just individuals sharing about anything and everything revolving around the monkey community, or just their favorite monkeys, really. And we love to see every part of it. Huge shout out for KED as well. Cat shared his first monkey tag SMB tag MonkeDAO. So this should be a new monkey. I don't think we see that PFP in the monkey town hall this week. That's a challenge for us all. If we know a new monkey, it is our absolute duty to bring every single one into the room and into the town hall to join us so we can get to show them the warm welcome that they all deserve. All right. So feel free to go check it out. More content out there. On the contrary, I know that Mr. Matt doesn't really, believe in the vision of hating pineapple on pizza. But Bonanno actually agrees, and Massimiliano, being an Italian, actually agrees with it, and he was very excited to be able to boast Bonanno's Italian affiliation and bias on X as well. Feel free to go check it out. That was a fun one. That is correct. I do not agree, Bonanno. All right, so feel free to go check it out. Conan, as usual, always posting monkey boo content through the boo, through the bear, through different cycles of the market. So here's a huge shout out to Conan, the goated monkey as well. Mr. Matt also shared some event snippets alongside the Mo organized the event, put up together to bring the Solana Thailand community together. So it was really, really nice. Hope they were able to bring fellow monkeys together as well through the platform and use that as a way to sort of meet and network with fellow monkeys. And of course, our lovely friends from from Skyrise, Hugo from Skyrise, mentioned about Breakpoint. Skyrise always deliver. Go check out some of the content that they put out about MonkeDAO. They've been amazing friends, amazing folks. But Ready Layer One, who's been the technical expertise for us, really. I don't have a way to send newsletter by email for now. MonkeDAO features a section in their Banana Split newsletter covering his article for the week. So if you want to get it via email, this is the way for now. So feel free to go check it out, and also want to do a huge shout out as well to Zine, Zinn. Zine has been consistently helping us put together this section called the Community Content Spotlight, and it's been amazing to watch it, and read it as well, across different editions. This week's one is the feature of BM, Business Manager from Commerce. And if you are curious around finding more about commerce, what they do, what do they do, especially in the DeFi space, what sort of use and whatnot, please go and check it out. This would be the best platform for you to get a snippet of BM and his work at commerce. All right, as we were saying as well, the newsletter is very, very proud. I'm hungry now, indeed. I want to die. I'm not sure. Let's do a quick vote. How many of us are for pineapple on pizza? I'm actually very indifferent. So if I can choose, I would take anything that is tasty. Pineapple on a pizza. Puff, Puff. All right, I feel like I'm getting the committee divided. Sorry, I know I'm supposed to bring everyone together, but not to divide everybody. But with pineapple on pizza, it's kind of a hard topic. So let me go back to my job. Let me just do my job instead of thinking about pineapple or pizza, because it's kind of 12:20 for me, relatively late, and I would love some pizza at this time with a beer maybe. But Solana Intel, Monkeys in Action, Ready Layer 1 puts together an amazing section for us every single week of the town hall. And of course, it's something that I try to digest it myself, but unfortunately, I'm not as big brain. And some of the content may be a little bit more technical, but if you're a dev, I believe you will absolutely enjoy it. Just treat this as a place that you will go to and get all the knowledge that you need around all the technical updates around the Solana ecosystem. All right. So feel free to go check it out this week. There's a total of two pages. Really, really impressive. And I can see that a vote has already went out. Aki, huge shout out there. This is what happens when you spend 300 hours on Discord a day. You know the absolute hidden tools on how to use Discord to the best of your ability, and sometimes manipulating the votes to show the answer that you want to show to the committee in a slightly more biased fashion. All right, just kidding. I don't think he did anything to this vote. So this should be clean. But okay, on a closer look, there's only one answer actually. Even though it says select one answer, it literally says yes and yes. Welcome to MonkeDAO. All right, jokes aside, Monday Monkey Spotlight is the space for builder monkeys to shine. This week's edition, we had collected crib as well. Now, just a reminder, every single session is also recorded. If you haven't had the opportunity to join them live the past week, this past edition, you can absolutely catch up on the Monkey Talks through the MonkeDAO handle. The session is recorded on Spaces as well, all right? So what exactly does the DAO have? We have the MonkeDAO validator. If you have some Luso around now, especially if you are a little bit shaken like I am from the recent, incidents and whatnot. Truly, I think native staking is possibly one of the best option. Now I stand corrected, but potentially one of the safest option at least. It may be a little bit lame, it may be a little bit boomer, but as they say. And as we can all relate to, because THZZ is in the room, always go. Always go. All right. Hopefully, THZZ does not come after me. This is not meant to be a personal attack. Just kidding. All right. So, MonkeDAO Validator help us play our part in securing the network, securing the Solana ecosystem by staking with the MonkeDAO Validator. And we would absolutely love to, partner you up with that. Rabizy, I'm pretty impressed how you know this word. That is actually a very localized profanity. A very, very localized profanity. So you are either a part Asian or, you know, okay, interesting. I need to check that out. Okay, so Banana Stand, if you have a profile, good for you. If you don't have it, please go and set it up, all right? Alpha Minter, shout out to Kawabunga Jones as well for the good vibes through the monkey music. And of course, we have the usual MonkeDAO office hour happens on the first Friday of every single month. We just had the session this week as well. And with that, this is the 216 edition of the newsletter of this week. All right, quiz available until Monday. Please do the quiz as well so that you get extra bananas for participation. All right, so you're gonna get more jammy ramblings, but this time around, I'm gonna share with you a little bit of community updates. As we mentioned as well, Mr. Matt as well as Mo was part of the Solana and Friends Bangkok meetup. Shout out to Mo for putting the Bangkok meetup together, Solana Thailand ecosystem, the Solana Thailand community especially, and Moon will help us change the slides so that you can get to enjoy the amazing photo that they took. Very professional photo, very nice shot. And lovely to see the MonkeDAO logo there as well. I'm sure they had a great, great time. So feel free to go check it out. Someone have a cheat sheet? Yes, indeed. Legend, we are on to the next one already, May 6th. So according to Mo, please take note of that. Now, committee pulse survey results, please feel free to check out the latest announcement that BC put out as well. But we really, really appreciate, every single committee member's participation there. Especially if you actually did the survey and also extended or went the extra mile by giving us a little bit more input, especially in the description section. So huge shout out to every single one who participated in it. Your participation truly means a lot to us. We want to assure you that we took the time and effort to review them in depth and as detailed as possible. And these are some of the key areas of findings that we are excited to share with you guys. I think, as a non-exhaustive list, I think the membership has put out, certain requests around providing a little bit more structure and consistency for events, and a lot of them found good value through the local chapters. In fact, a lot of folks who really, really love the local chapters. There's also call out for builder-focused spaces, facilitating connection Oops, sorry, my mic just went off. All right. Facilitating connection and networking is one of the biggest asks as well. I think understandably so because the builder's DNA is indeed weaved into a big part of the MonkeDAO culture. Weeding out the noise, indeed, there's a lot of noise across the industry, across the space. Focusing more on value adding for members and a two-pronged approach, especially cater to individuals who love spending time in IRL and cater to individuals who also love spending time in digital community. And for individuals who love spending in both, this would be a great way to meet the best of both worlds. All right. So really, appreciate everyone once again. If you participated in it, this means a lot of to us, and hopefully we can use the time from here and with your inputs to turn many of them into more tangible improvements to some of the key initiatives that we have. All right. So appreciate everyone for participating in this again. If you are interested in the intricacies, please feel free to go and check it out. Now, Bipsy also wants to do a huge shout out to the Monkey March Madness, the Final Four bracket breakdown. Unfortunately, I don't follow this half enough because I got kicked out of the top 10 leaderboard. So I'm like, unfortunately, I'm not part of the race anymore. But I understand that this is about to wind up really, really soon. And I want to do a big shout out, to Alex, Robot Years, Matthew, Marco, Local Top Hat, Burn Guy, Overfed Dark, Kuhon, Sloth, and Johnny Boy for making new set of leaderboard. And that's onward to the final four now. Two games to decide who make the final. And I am not sure that this is actually concluded just yet. And if you are part of the leaderboard, you should absolutely put all sorts of love and attention to manifest yourself into reality as much as possible. Now, before we go on, I just want to do a big shout out again to Spook for sharing a touch grass pictures to prove that he's actually touching grass. Please check the Town Hall Tech Chat thread. And yes, more touch grass moments are really needed. All right, as we move on to the next agenda item, I want to share a little bit of this update as well. As we mentioned at the start of the town hall, of course, this week, over the last 48, 72 hours or so, many of us were involved in the, or rather affected by the drift exploit, in some shape or form. Unfortunately, for MonkeDAO as well, we did, have some exposure there. Of course, it's not very ideal at all. We absolutely do not enjoy sort of sharing such updates, but we still want to do so, and it's very, very important that we actually do so, just because this is all part of our transparency ethos altogether. So as you are already aware, the drift exploit involved, I believe, I think right now is close to 280 million in assets, or close to 300 million, exploited through an alleged multi-sig compromise. It was not a smart contract level. So we do want to sort of declare out there that we actually do not have any direct exposure in drift. We do not sort of deploy any assets there for DeFi participation and whatnot. And one of the key principles in our DeFi sort of exposure is through managing risk as much as possible through diversification. And although we did not have any direct exposure through Drift, we did have some exposure through Drift's partner protocols across the ecosystem. So as soon as we were made aware, we actually undertook immediate steps to try to actively reduce the exposure where possible. And these are the latest updates that we want to share with you guys. 648K, we deployed close to 650K were actually deployed in the Lulo deposits. These all of them were withdrawn in full. We were able to act fast enough, even though later on, one of the three platforms that had exposure for us was eventually, made known that withdrawals were paused. But I think thankful to the team, to the both the entire leadership team at MonkeDAO really. When the incident happened, everyone came together and helped out wherever appropriate, and we were able to execute the transactions very quickly to initiate the withdrawal. So this is entirely marked in full. Now, CRT, we did hold some carrot as well. And this position was unfortunately not liquidated in time. But the disclosure here is that we did consider liquidating this. But unfortunately, we sort of took the announcement by the carrot team as is, and we thought that they were indeed marked safe, but it was later corrected, by an announcement that they later made that, hey, their initial announcement that they were marked safe were unfortunately not true. So by the time we actually went back, redemptions were paused, and we also followed through. The latest announcement from Carrot seems to announce close to approximately a 50% sort of markdown in terms of asset value. So we are actively working to realize these changes. If and when they become available, we'll withdraw them as well. Neutral trade, we did have an exposure of approximately 57,000 in assets, which were indirectly deployed via Drift. And the neutral trade team has also confirmed potential significant impact to this specific vault. The withdrawal, although was initiated, but it wasn't successful just because it was already an impacted one. Now, Elemental DeFi's Soul Fixed Vault also had approximately 1,800 SOL withdrawal attempted with 7-day period on stake. This has been confirmed to have a potential significant impact and exposure to the vault as well, unfortunately involving a very significant markdown. Now, the total value of assets potential at risk, not including the value of recovered assets, is around 300K. Now, we do know that Carrot, for example, has a 50% markdown, so that means that approximately 50% of them can be covered. I think Elementor's team came back with somewhere around 12.5% of the assets could be recovered. So that is also a potential sort of slight recovery that we could do. Now, so at the point of assessment, the treasury value stood at approximately 3.9 million. This brings the total exposure to approximately 7.7%, 7.5%. The majority of our exposure is still via the native staking, deployed via our very, very own MonkeDAO validator. So we do recognize that situations like this can be very, very concerning, and we do apologize for the uncertainty that this may cause all of us. Definitely not a desirable, and it is truly an unfortunate incident. And on this as well, we will continue to monitor it closely, act in the best interest where possible, and try to recover as much of their at-risk assets as possible. All right. So it's pretty unfortunate, and of course we are aware that this scale of impact and this specific incident involves more than just a few individuals, a few protocols, and in fact a lot of folks across the ecosystem has been impacted. So we hope that all affected partners, members especially, will be able to recover from this with strength. And hopefully, as we said earlier, we'll continue to see better days. Yes, we also saw some of the nuances around how the multi-sig has been set up. So some of the applications to THZZ's comment as well. We will never ever work with less than 4 signatories. I think that's the guidelines that we have. I think the incident sort of parameters which revealed that there's a 2/5 signatory, that is something that is definitely a little bit concerning. I think we have never operated with that premise at all. Neither do we plan to ever allow us to operate with that level of slack. And I think that's also predominantly part of the initial sort of OPSEC guidelines that we have set up internally as well. So we do not operate any smart contract at all. So the countdown sort of aspect may not be applicable to us. So at least for this current context, that is not applicable. All right. So moving, yeah, yes. So moving on, talking about slightly more happy things. No more redemption. So this is something that we are very, very happy and very, very excited to share. The normal redemption numbers has hit an all-time high. Now, previously we hit 40%, we hit 50%, which is great. Now, we did the last call and we finally, want to, tell individuals that, hey, you really need to redeem. Now, we are not encouraging you to speculate at all. Right, we have some samples already. The samples are coming through. We are finalizing the deeds for them to commence all the production. But there are some nuance because we didn't really like the fur. All that I can say is that we have designated the source to be really, really special. The source will never be the same. The source will never be the same. No two source will be the same. So it's going to be a fun experience, a little bit of a gacha experience, opening up that source yourself. But all in all, we are very excited to formally share that the official numbers of redemption have hit 64%. Now, this is a number that is shared by Nomu through the backend as well, so it's absolutely correct. And in no other campaigns organized across Web3 related to, RWA, this sort of sale of plushies or like, sort of blind box and whatnot, more often than not, these teams often see redemption of like, I think at the max, like 20%. And at best, 10%, because a lot of people participate not with the intention to redeem. Now, understandably so, redeeming something in Web3 does have a fair bit of concern. Now, security, your identity and whatnot, totally understandable. So, MonkeDAO has achieved 64%. Now, I think 6x, 6.4x above the industry average of like 10% or whatnot that people see. At the best, I think we've heard of 20%, but 64% never heard of. So huge shout out to every one of you. If you redeem your plushie already, hold tight with us. We hope to get it fulfilled really, really soon. And it's going to be a very fun moment, unboxing it all together. All right, so let's go. In the next slide, we have some updates around Banano. Banano is out, and I know we have had very, very mixed reviews around Banano. And some of us are fans of Banano, some of us are not fans of Banano, just because Banano seems to have a pretty intense affiliation around the preference of, Hawaiian pizza or, classic Italian pizza. Now the question is Hawaiian pizza considered Italian pizza? Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. I don't want to get caught in this tussle again. All right, so jokes aside, we're excited to introduce Banano. Banano is MonkeDAO's very own AI-powered community agent, now live in Discord, joining the ranks of the Monkey Patrol team. Now, take note that Banano's main premise is to help, actively 24/7 patrol and spy with his little eye and keep our channels positive, welcoming. Think of it truly as that extra set of virtual eyes, maintaining that good energy that makes MonkeDAO special, makes MonkeDAO continue to be welcoming, lending its support to our dearest Monkey Patrol. Now, Banano has very, very huge shoes to fill. As you may have seen, some of our dearest Monkey Patrol has actually, took a little bit of a backseat, and I want to do a big shout out to them all as well. For example, HLD, Queen, as well as Guak. These individuals started off with MonkeDAO and started off shaping what the Monkey Patrol culture would be, the community culture would be, simply by being volunteers, pure volunteers. And only later on, as we continue to have a more formalized structure in place, the structure was then put together of the Monkey Patrol. So Banano does have very, very huge shoes to fill, and it will not, seek to replace the role of the Monkey Patrol at all. It will seek to complement it primarily. So if you have a question about MonkeDAO, this is an area, honestly, Banano is not so good at, because I would be very candid here. It took us a very, very long time to train the parameters of Banano around identifying what is a potential community violation and trying to identify community behavior. So that is the main premise and main priority for us as we push Banano out to help us with the moderation piece, because we only are able to operate with a very lean team moving forward. So Banano's help in actively flagging potential violation will help us in keeping the community a clean, welcoming, safe space for all to want to continue participate. And yes, indeed, Bipsy Moonsettler commented a little bit about this as well. Every single one from the Petrol team. Shout out to JP as well for putting the board together. JP is truly the birth child, the brainchild of all the initiatives that we are undertaking in MonkeDAO from the AI perspective. He was the one that brought that idea here and made it entirely possible. So shout out to JP as well for making this possible. But the entire, sort of team, the Monkey Patrol came together to stress test Banano. So different languages, different sort of weird scenarios they have all been provided for. Banano will act as our good vibes officer as well, as you have already seen it. You can leverage on it to sort of get your extra smarty pants, but we have built it such that it cannot undertake too complex stuff or too complex tasks altogether, because we know that community members may be very, very creative, And we just don't want a situation whereby the vulnerability lies in Banano being exploited. Now, at the end of the day, it is indeed powered by the agent, and we don't want it to sort of compromise that model altogether. All right, Banano doesn't accept banana bribe, but Banana would always appreciate some good vibes. So Banana, some of the things that they won't do, they will not, Banana will never replace the show of the Monkey Patrol, the job of the Monkey Patrol, and of course, needless to say, we will not give any financial advice. All right. So this is part of our ongoing effort to future-proof your MonkeDAO experience, more active, more helpful, more fun. So if you come to the MonkeDAO Discord especially, maybe it's an odd timing, maybe it's a timing where it's just you. You don't have to worry. You at least have Banano 24/7 alive, interacting with you. Your Monkey Down experience will never feel lonely anymore. We're making it even more dynamic and fun. All right, so if you see Banano around, give him a little bit of shout out, send him some love, and treat him with tender, loving care. Does Banano babysit? Well, that is one of the most important criteria. Banano has to babysit all of us. They don't have a band hammer. No rights to implement timeouts, all moderation actions at this point. All moderation actions continue to be upheld by the team and the Monkey Patrol primarily. All right. So moving on for now, let's see. Next up is actually around the Monkey AI Lab initiative. It's a great segue to talk about this actually. You would have seen the announcement that went out as well. Tying very well to Banano is the Monkey AI Lab initiatives that we just put out. AI is indeed becoming a very integral part of our daily lives. I think every day, we talk to our loved one, we scroll our Instagram, we scroll our Facebook, we see an ad related to a new AI platform, new AI model, or we interact with content and we see that there's a 90% chance of content being put together by AI. So you have already seen Banano as we just discussed it. As a follow-up, in future-proofing our community and ensuring that we facilitate the conversations that matters to you, we are putting together resources to create a dedicated space for you to have these conversations. So not a formal program, not something outcome-driven, just a place to learn, experiment, and share ideas together. Feel free to go check it out. We will drop the link here as well. Dev AI Lab, this is being renamed. You can share tools, ideas, more experiment, ask questions, exchange feedback, post your thoughts, blockers, interesting findings, latest platform that you have built as well. The weekly build and share session as well. We'll find chance to bring people together to do that. We are also looking to organize a once a month monthly showcase where we invite community members who are doing anything interesting on AI, building their own agent, building their own specific platform using OpenClaw, using their own AI tools, Cloud Code or whatnot as well, Cowork, or even more mainstream platforms like Gemini. We want to hear from all of you. All right, regardless of what AI platforms, especially if you have the opportunity to discover some hidden gems, something under the radar, definitely come by. And it's not a formal program, don't worry. It's just an initiative that we're undertaking to help facilitate the conversations that you may be interested in and you might be interested in the near future. And we'll continue to shape this as we go forward. All right. Dev AI Lab indeed. All right, so enough of Jamie rambling. We finally have the opportunity to switch it up a little bit. 47 minutes, I think I've hit a new record. Let's bring up our dearest Moon Settler to share with us a little bit more about Demo Day at Accelerate Miami.
GM, everyone. So yeah, super excited for this upcoming event. We dropped it on our socials earlier this week. So excited to announce that we'll be doing the demo pitch day alongside Solana and Super Team USA during Accelerate Miami, or the day before Accelerate Miami, I guess is better said, on May 4th in Miami at the lab. Will be running alongside the Consumer Day, but have its own track where early stage builders and teams can pitch to a curated list of investors and ecosystem partners. So if you are going to be in Miami, we would love to have you guys sign up to attend this event. Also, if you are someone building an early stage business on Solana and are looking to pitch during the demo day, and are looking to lock in and get some exposure to, like I said, investors and ecosystem partners, there is a sign up link either directly on the Monkey Foundry Twitter pin post, as well as within the Luma event. There's a direct link there. The application will be open for approximately another week and a bit, after which the finalized teams will be selected and chosen to speak alongside our Monkey Foundry teams, which will be speaking at, and pitching, not speaking, pitching during the demo day. So really excited about that. If you're going to be in town, sign up. Also, just inside a little bit of information there. There is going to be a networking social as well mixer. So do sign up for the event in order to get access and support with that, where we'll be bringing together the entire group from Consumer Day and the demo day together to create an ecosystem wide event. So really excited about that. Do sign up. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Also, there is one other thing that I want to tease, kind of related to Monkey Foundry, but a little bit more, and Bricks here is as well. So we have been working on a new MonkeDAO program and initiative. Won't leak too much about this. Just a little bit of an Easter egg will be dropping. I don't know, Bricks, if you have a screen cap of the egg that you wanted to drop in here. I forgot to save it here, but we do have an exciting new initiative which we'll be announcing in the next week or so here. Been working on behind the scenes. Yeah, Bricks will be involved in that, as well as I don't know if Hot Sauce is here, but won't leak more beyond that. I think I already said a
Am I
lot,
am
but
I
the whole
am I allowed to drop it? You want me to drop it since it's like what we said it's a
sure.
special Sunday, right?
Sure. So
We
just a little bit, just before we share kind of all the details as we're finalizing everything, since you guys are all here on a Good Friday, we are going to be launching a new initiative focused on supporting builders within the ecosystem. So it's a whole idea of a new initiative that we're building to create a program to related to empowering builders, and also being a product of opportunity for us to drive revenue and grow our overall portfolio of teams and support within the Monkey Foundry ecosystem, not Monkey Foundry, within the MonkeDAO and Web3 ecosystem. So do stay tuned. We will be revealing the entire full details on that, and ways to have a lookout of how you yourselves may be able to get involved and engaged or seek direct support from this program going forward. So everything about startups, everything about supporting builders, and everything about creating new ways to tap into our network and into our membership group and the broader ecosystem to drive revenue for the DAO into the future. So really, really, really excited about that. Next up, final thing that I have here. So we do have the Jito banana stand drop, which was on the banana stand dropped last Friday. So I'm just going to go ahead and spin this up. So there was 500 entries into this raffle, 300 Jito to the winner. So let's go ahead and shuffle this up and pick the winner for the Jito banana stand drop is Degenerate. Dean Generate. Congratulations. You are the winner of the
Wow,
300
nice, congrats.
Jito
I think I
from.
know who this is.
Oh, is it your alt?
Yeah, one of the 3,000. These are
Awesome.
all
All
my
right.
agents.
And with that, that wraps it up for my updates for this week. If you have any questions, like I said, about the event, about Monkey Foundry, do let me know. Stay tuned for this new initiative and program, which we're announcing. Really, really excited about it. I think it opens up a whole new way for us to do amazing, cool things with builders in the ecosystem. And with that, I hand it back over to you, Jemmy. And happy Easter to everyone. Have a great long weekend. And yeah, that's it for me.
All right, thank you, Moon. Really appreciate that. All right, so we are now onward to the section of welcoming new monkeys to the family. Do we have new monkeys that just joined us over the last couple of weeks or so, or you've not had the opportunity to come by and say hi yet? And just want to say that this week I am seeing a lot of monkeys with the stakes with MonkeDAO tag. So if you are staking with MonkeDAO, and the qualifying amount is X number of SOL, as long as you stake the X SOL, you will get the stake with MonkeDAO tag, which will also give you bananas, a badge, which give you a little bit of a booster on your banana stand. So just a reminder, remember to stake with MonkeDAO. Any new monkeys that just joined us over the last couple of weeks? I know that we have a lot of familiar names, which is really, really great, and always great to see familiar faces, of course. If you are new here, we would definitely love to hear from you. Yes, Kinder just showed it 1.03x. Yes, Rabizy, the requirement is to do native stake. So just go to your wallet or whichever, where you are holding your soul. Then go to the stake option, choose the validator, and look for the MonkeDAO validator, and you should be good. All right. Stake. Yes. Well, you need, am I allowed to say the number? Okay, let me just do it. Since you guys are here on Town Hall, the magic number is one. The magic number is one. So you just need to stake one soul. So stake one soul, and you will get your stake with MonkeDAO badge. And of course, if you stake one soul, bricks will match 1k soul to your account. And so free you, Briggs will hold that 1k so on your behalf, but maybe he will match that you for you. All right, thanks Briggs. Everybody, let's go to the chat, Town Hall Tech Chat thread, and type thank you Briggs. Thank you Briggs. You've been so nice to us. All right. Last call for any new monkeys. Yes, best Friday over indeed. This is how we welcome our Good Friday and Easter Sunday. Stephen, I can see that you are new. Wondering whether if you want to come up and say hi. We would definitely love to get to meet you. Don't worry, it's not a pressure at all. If only if this is a convenient time. Otherwise, we are just excited to have you here and welcome to the Monkey DAO community. All right. So thank God joining us at 2 a.m. indeed. Last call out. Okay, so seems like we are good to go here. Appreciate everyone for taking the time to join us. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to gather with you guys to wind down what seemed to be a relatively long week, unfortunately. Whatever we are facing, may we have the strength and maybe touch all sorts of grass that continue to usher better days and leave us off in the best of spirits to conquer everything that we continue to be served with in life. Enjoy your lovely weekend and be sure to touch grass and spend time with only your lovers of the lovers people on earth. All right, have a great, great, great weekend. And it's time for us to send the pump it up vibes. Let's go. All right, let's give our dearest DJ some time. Let's see whether if our dearest DJ is working overtime today. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Sending command. Let's see how long it would take. Otherwise, I may have to do a little bit of a manual intervention here. All right. Give me a second. Let's see. I think I have something here that we can do as an alternative. Oops.
I don't have the music and not sure what happened with Jemmy, but on that note, I hope everybody has an amazing weekend. I don't know if we have the music going, so just oh, Jemmy, do
Sorry,
you
I
get it?
think we got the music. I think it's maybe some perms issue. All right. Well, let me kick this out, and then I will send the pump it up vibes again. I think we have this going. Let's play. Here we go. No Fridays are complete. I'm glad some of us still continue to stay here. No Fridays are complete without the pump it up. And so it's time to finally send the real pump it up.
Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up. You've got to pump it up. Don't you know? Pump it up.